Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still in this descending price channel. We're starting on the daily time frame as we are, getting close to the start of a new trading week. Not yet, but I think this channel will be important to observe next week because an upside breakout of the channel could really indicate that we have started wave C of 3 to the upside in our white directly bullish count. We have 3 waves to the upside from the 1st of May low. And I'm considering this a diagonal pattern that's unfolding here in wave 5 of 3, in which the third wave should ideally reach the area around 76.5K. We'll see if we get there. First of all, we need some kind of a reaction here. We don't have that reaction yet on the daily chart. There's really nothing distinguishing what happens here, okay, from what happened here. Okay, so it's just literally very weak reaction to the upside, and we haven't even broken above the trend channel's upper boundary line. In fact, we've recently broken below our green trend line here, which was a signal that, you know, we could go down further. I mentioned in one of the previous videos that it might even be a short signal for some people who are trading trend lines. And in fact, yeah, we had a break, a retest from below, and we've sold off quite a bit. You know, that is quite a relevant trend line, that green one. I leave it on the chart for now. Maybe Bitcoin will recover. And it's not really related to Elliott Wave, but obviously I share you some additional signals. I share some additional signals with you here in these videos and just additional parameters to watch while we are in this boring sideways range in which really Bitcoin hasn't done much, you know, since March. So idea is still, as per the white count, we could have completed a wave 4 correction, but then this is now the zone where we want to see a bit of a reaction, because if this is a diagonal pattern to the upside, then we have an initial 1-2 setup. The idea would be that we are basically in a third wave rally to the upside, which is an ABC structure itself. So in this interpretation, the B wave should really find a, basically react before breaking down much further. We have a micro support area on the 1 hour chart that tells us exactly which levels need to hold. And if those levels break, I think it's around 62,540, then the yellow wave count will most likely play out, in which the area between 55 to 58K should be tested again. Again, that is a really reliable and stable support zone, which did lead to reactions several times in the last few months. And these boxes on the daily chart, they are more reliable, of course, more stable than the micro ones, and doesn't mean, you know, they definitely have to hold, but essentially you had a lot of reactions here, and if you accumulate in these boxes, there you have a trade, successful, 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 and again successful. So they are really the stable element, these larger degree, larger time frame boxes that have really helped us a lot in the last, let's say, 1.5 years since Bitcoin really started to move. What else? Nothing more on the daily chart, I think. Maybe to mention, if this really is a wave 4 and it might still be unfolding, then another C wave down, could be an opportunity. Also, a wave 4 can turn into a triangle. I mean, we shouldn't rule that out, right? So it really takes a sustained break above all these highs from April and May to really confirm we're heading higher and break out. But even if we break out of this channel, it could still be a viable trade, possibly taking us back to the top of the range, to around 72K. So before we go to the smaller time frame, quick reminder, yesterday I published the turbo video here. For anybody who missed it, a lot of people voted for it. It's been already quite popular. You guys voted for it on X throughout the week and decided I should cover turbo on Twitter, on X. So in case you missed it, feel free to follow the link in the description to our X profile. And if you don't want to miss additional updates, future updates, polls, everything, follow us here on X as well. You'll find the link in the description. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame. This year has turned a bit into a mess, but before we really zoom in, let's take a look here at the 1 hour chart. Here, the idea is, we are moving higher in the white count, but as I already said, we've got 62,540 as critical support there. By the way, I will take out the upper 50% fib level. I try to keep the chart clean. We don't need that anymore. We should limit the parameters on the chart to what is currently useful. 62,540 is the next support level here. That really needs to hold, because any break below it will be a break below the 78.6 retracement of that A wave to the upside in wave 3, and would rather indicate that the yellow count will take over. If the yellow count is unfolding, as I said, 55 to 58k roughly should be a target. It basically has to do with the 100% extension, A wave down, B wave up, and yeah, it points towards 58.3 maybe, that 100% extension level, or the 1.236 extension to 55.4k, so 58.3 to 55.4. If we have a reliable microstructure, we can define that a bit further, but it will be a challenge to really get a reliable microstructure out of this. So I think this is as good as it gets. And this would be, however, the short-term bearish count. I already showed you this channel, which was colored in red on the daily chart. Definitely something to watch. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. And I mean, for me here, yep, you know, we could be reversing here. Absolutely. I just don't have a reversal signal yet. I mean, all I can share with you, the lower we go here in the range, the closer we get to the pivots, to the key level, the more likely a reversal will be, because the decline from here, from the June top, will be, or it is technically full. Okay, that doesn't mean we have to reverse. It means, however, we have to be on high alert. I can definitely see the potential for reversal from here, but I can also not rule out, until we get a solid structure, I cannot rule out another flush and then reversal. Okay, so I'm not bearish, but I also cannot yet confirm a reversal. Not on the micro level, can't. We're still below resistance, even though it might break. But as I said, this resistance isn't so relevant here. What is more relevant to me would be a break above the upper boundary line of the trend channel and having the right structure in place, which we don't have at the moment. I want to see a first 5-wave move up. It looks a bit better on the ETH chart, I have to say. Here, yeah, I don't exactly know what this is. I've labeled it as a WXY structure because it just looks corrective. But it could literally turn into something more bullish, but I need more data for that. So again, if you assume that we indeed might, as I said, you know, might turn around here, we just don't have the evidence yet, right? This is where trading differs from analysis. Then, you know, this is the area to maybe put some light positions in until we have a clear long trade setup on the smaller time frame that allows for more aggressive positions. But yeah, I think a lot of altcoins are deep in support. I mean, most of them could do another low, but this is really as accurate as it gets with any analysis. I don't think, you know, you can be more precise, because everything else would require a crystal ball. We've really narrowed it down, and now we're just watching. So that's the update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.